I don't know. Ready? Right, welcome to Bromsgrove Indoor Bowling Club for the Open Single Circuit. Today we're into the quarter-final stage, and let me just tell you, I can read better off here. I can read better off this one with glasses down. Right, I'll just skip it. On rink 1, we've got Paul Oak versus Alfie Holland,
Ring 2 actually.
Sorry, ring 2, I do apologise, which is a televised streaming match. On ring 3, we've got Adam Fuller versus Tom Holmes. On ring 4, we've got Anthony Booth Young versus Mark Burdett. And on ring 5, we've got Emily Koenig versus Barry Holmes.
Barry what? Barry Holmes.
Oh, sorry, Hopkins.
Barry Hopkins.
Oh, it's close one. I got the H right. I'll tell you what, this streaming ain't all it's cracked up to be, is it? Anyway.
If you can't read, don't worry about it.
No, I do have a problem with the reading. Anyway, as I say, welcome to everybody. We've got Darren commentating today, myself, Ellen on the keyboards, and Izzy's going to come and sing a song. How's that? Now, in all fairness, we've got 4 cracking matches. They're just having the trial ends at the moment, and as soon as that finishes, we'll get on to the proper business.
Yeah.
As I say, Darren, you know, you've seen the players.
Well, a quick update on the players. Both players playing with dark woods. Alfie's have got the red marks on them, and Paul's have got the white marks on them. Young Alfie is from North Wiltshire Bowling Club. He plays with Drake's Pride Pro 50 size 2s. Excellent choice of ball. He's done 9 open single circuits this season, so he's certainly been around in this format. He's managed to get to the 3rd round previously. He's got one further this time, down to the last 16. He's represented the under 18 England squad. Silver medals in triples under 18s, Wessex League quarter final, under 18 singles, last 16. And he's only been bowling since 2019, so 6 years. And then going on to Paul Oak. He's from Sleaford, Lincolnshire, bowls out of Sleaford. He bowls with Taylor Vector VS's size 4. He's currently done 4 open single circuits this year. He got through to the quarterfinals at Grantham, and he won it in Newark in 2022. He's won the National County Fours in season 2024, and he's been bowling since 2001. Just a quick update on the format. It's 2 sets of 7 ends, and then if required a tie-break end. And we're not playing any respots, so jack out of rink, is a respot. We're not playing dead ends. So we're underway now. And Paul has just bowled his first wood a foot behind the jack, and Alfie is just over a yard behind the jack. Paul currently holding 2 shots. Alfie about to bowl on the forehand. It's probably around about 27 or 28 metre mark. Good effort here from Alfie. But I'm not quite sure if that wins it. Very difficult to tell. Very close. It's building up to be a decent head of bowls. Both players bowling on the forehand, the open hand at the moment. Paul's, he's just finished a foot or so short. Alfie's certainly on a good line in here. He's just got to make it. If he can rest the ball and fall. Oh, he's just probably fallen the wrong way. Close call now for shot all round, I think.
Yeah, good start by both players.
We will try and keep you updated as to what's happening on the other rinks as we go along, between ends or between shots. If any of you do want any specific information about any particular games, please just put a message on and we'll try and update you when necessary.
Yeah, so as we say, we're down to the business end of the competition.
Yeah.
From now on, I believe all players are in the money
Yeah, I think they're
brackets.
yeah.
So there'll be some keen competition.
I believe that last ball probably has fallen in for shot. As I say, they're all around about a foot to 14 inches off the jack. So, but there's a nice little head to draw into there for Alfie with his last ball.
Yeah, the thing with that head is if he's just a little bit too wide, his two redwoods are on the outside, so he wants to be a little bit tighter rather than...
Well, he's on a draw line here.
Yeah.
Coming back a treat. I'll tell you what, this is a lovely ball, whatever happens. What a lovely ball that is. And it's just going to fall out.
Oh, that's
well,
unlucky. Good effort. Very good effort.
Oh, I actually might have it. No. Great effort, a bit unfortunate. One to Paul. So Paul's taking the match up 6 spots, is that? Did I count that?
No, 4 spots. 4 spots, so... And yet again, we can't tell you enough. Many thanks to all the markers, the umpires, scorers, everybody that's taken part in putting this on today. Well, yesterday and today. And yet again, the people who are commentating. Darren stepped in today, doing a grand job again. He's probably the most experienced we've got now.
Oh, I don't know about that. Anyway, we're playing a medium length this time. Great start from Paul. Backhand right on the jack, touching ball. Alfie electing to bowl on the forehand. I'll tell you what, this could be an absolutely cracking game, you know.
Yeah, he's got a good head.
Lovely ball coming in here. What a reply from Alfie. What a lovely ball.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's got shot with that.
I would say so. It's again, it's not a given. It's close. I would say he's just about in there.
I say, Darren, there's us. We complain about ring 2, and they better bowl 2 heads.
I think we both know that it's not the rinks that are the problem, Richard.
It's the bowlers.
No, I think it's the bowls.
Is that what you...
Anyway.
Well, you've just praised Alfie with his Pro 50s.
Yes.
You know, so... But anyway, it don't matter whether you blame the bowls, the person or the rink, you've still got to bowl them.
The marker for this game is Jill Hobday, and she just indicated that Alfie's holding shots. The wing bowl on the left is the shot bowl.
And just say, Jill is the holder of the Eddie Brown trophy for the person that
Club Person of the Year, is it something like that?
Yeah, Club Person of the Year, and well deserved.
Yeah.
Absolute lovely woman. Always there to help out Darren.
Yes, she is. So Alfie's just got the draw shot now.
Yeah, we can certainly tell you that, Mark. The other quarter finalists after Paul Oak and Alfie Holland are Adam Fuller, who's on ring 3, playing Tom Holmes. On ring 4, it's Anthony Booth Young, and he's playing Mark Burdett. And on ring 5, it's Emily Koenig playing Barry Hopkins.
So Paul is currently 1 down. I should imagine he'll be playing the... No, is he playing the draw shot? No, he's coming with a touch of white. Trying to get the jack. He's got best back, so if he gets a jack clean or gets onto his bowl...
Or Alfie's bowl. Oh, just...
Good effort.
Yeah.
I think Alfie's just going to draw one in now, isn't he?
Yeah.
If he can draw it in on the backhand and perhaps get a little tickle on the jack, just to guarantee that he's holding with his other bowl.
I think the bowl Paul just bowled sort of let people know that he was down by how he bowled it. You know?
Definitely, without doubt.
Yeah. So, because with the angle of the camera and that, it is awkward to pick these up. Many a time we've thought someone is holding and it's not been the case.
Great effort out from Alfie.
Well, just pulled up. Just pulled up. So, very good start by both.
Yep. 1 shot to Alfie, first end. Just want to say again, the place is reasonably full. Very good number of people at the club watching, enjoying the food, supporting the club.
Yes, we have to say we've been very fortunate with the support.
Close. I'll fancy you one day.
Yeah, we're doing our best. That's all we can do. Good start there from Alfie. Just trundled through a couple of feet. Paul bowling on the other hand, the backhand. Alfie bowling on the forehand with his first ball. I know we've said it before, but rink 2 isn't the easiest rink to bowl. But they seem to be dropping, certainly dropping on the white and the line pretty early on. Alfie sticking with the forehand draw. Another cracking effort. A couple of feet short. Well, no, probably 18 inches short. That ball coming on his forehand. Got that out well. Looks like he's coming very well here. What a lovely ball again. Yeah, good
Yeah, well
bowling.
bowled, Paul. Yeah, these two are having third end and they're having some real good
They're going to
ones.
have a real battle, these two, you can
Yeah.
see, can't you? Alfie bowling a tight line on the backhand, just perhaps a yard away to try and get onto the shot ball.
Yeah, he's just willing that up.
It's well, it's not quite reached. He needed probably a yard and a half on the weight there on that line to get the result he was looking for.
So Paul will stick with that hand, what he bowled just.
You've got another one here.
It's coming very well. Just running out.
I'd be happy with that where it is.
Yeah.
Is Alfie going to perhaps play a similar ball to his last ball with the yard to try and turn his own wood in, or
The one
will
thing
he come down on the forehand?
The one thing I seen yesterday with Alfie, he's not frightened to
No.
plough through them. So
I think he'll try and skirt round his last wood onto the shot ball. He's playing a similar line, similar type of shot.
try and push his up. I think it's gone now.
It's a great effort, you know.
Yeah,
Great effort.
lovely weight. Lovely weight. Little chance for Paul to trundle this through.
He'll just draw it, won't he? I think. Well, he could,
Yeah,
he could
that's
play
what-
it through,
right.
but
That's
he'll
all
try
he'll
and
do.
draw and get
yeah.
second ball.
He'd love to push it up to his shot wood and hope to pick up 3, but yeah.
Forehand draw shot then.
He's got a good line.
Yeah, it's close again.
Just running, I think. Yeah.
One to Paul. 2-1 after 3 ends. Five spots up with the mat. Yeah, I think you'd be aiming for the tee or around the tee.
All in one now.
27 to 28 metres if he reaches a tee. That's just falling short. Probably about 26 to 27 metres length, jack length. Rolling on the backhand.
Just a little bit of information about Paul. He does a bit of the what we're doing, the commentating. Who's
Right.
it for, Alan?
Bowls TV.
Just Bowls TV.
Yeah.
He come and had a sit down yesterday and
Yeah,
with
he had
Graham had a chat.
And what do they concentrate on? Open singles or is it club bowls?
No,
or?
they used to do open singles, but I'm pretty sure he'd do anything, you know,
Right.
like nationals and stuff like that. It's just that he was taken off YouTube for some odd reason we don't know. But he's got his own website now. So
Right.
Right.
he streams to his own website.
So back to the game.
Alfie has just bowled his wood and it's jack high, but just swung over.
Yeah, and Paul's finished a couple of feet short of the jack. I would say the wing bowl at the moment with the red sticker on is just about holding shot. That's Alfie's bowl. Alfie's sticking with the backhand. Lovely effort here. What a good adjustment that is. What a great ball. Yeah, that falls in, and that's definitely shot ball. Probably 9 or 10 inches behind the jack.
So Paul asking how short his bowl is.
Yeah.
Still saying about 15 inches. So we'll try and
I think he's aiming
play
to
up
try and
to
turn
it.
it over there. He's definitely bowling on a slightly tight line there. I think he was aiming just to punch his
Yeah.
wood. But he's finished in a good spot there. The weight was probably good enough to get the result. Just needed to get the contact on the wood.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he only needs to roll it once for it to come into count. If he's just trying to play that nice draw shot, if he can just land on the jack and give it a little tickle, get it back to his shot ball, make it better.
Just pulled up.
We're just having a look to see if he's one down or whether he's 2, and his wood has just fallen back.
Yeah.
I think
He'll
it's
stick with it, I think.
yeah. I think he's only one down. But I think he'll be able to turn his wood in. It's a forehand shot, so yeah, he's just playing that tight yard through shot to try and land on his ball. I tell you what, is he going to draw this? Is he going to draw it?
No.
Great effort.
That seemed to trundle on a bit, didn't it?
Well, I think the
Yeah,
one-
you were thinking it was there, yeah.
Yeah, I think that again, the way it was bang on for what he was trying to do. I'm pretty sure he was trying to knock his front wood
His
up.
front was, yeah.
I could be wrong. Either way, it was a good effort. Alfie playing a nice little draw shot on the backhand. He's coming well. Is it going to get back quick enough to get in? It's going to hang out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
believe that's one shot, Alfie.
Yeah.
So 2 across after 4 ends. Nothing to choose between them at the moment, Richard.
No, they're both bowling very well. They're both there or thereabouts, so
Alfie electing to take the mat pretty much all the way up. I think we're going to be playing around about the 24-25 metre mark. A relatively short mark.
I mean, it's a shame, but we as the commentators can look along the line at all the matches, and we do see some very good bowls being bowled by the others. You know, even though you're probably watching the pick of the rings, we can still see more than you. But some of the bowling is absolutely unbelievable. Really, really good.
So Alfie's just bowled his first wood, probably 18 inches short with jack high. He's finished about a yard off the jack. Good draw shot there from Paul, come down the backhand, gone inside Alfie's bowl. Finished just behind the jack, in a very good position there. Alfie's turned it over, he's definitely on a tight line. I think he's trying to play into them here, and he's close, he's very close. That's a
Well
lovely
bowled,
look.
yeah.
That's a fantastic ball.
Well controlled, that is.
Yeah.
Very well controlled.
It's nice to see these younger players playing a very positive game.
Thank you.
It makes a change from watching some of these old folk just chucking them.
Like
I'm not
earlier on.
I'm not looking at anybody, Richard, honestly.
Like earlier on.
Not a bad effort there from Paul. He's just got the wrong side of the wood there. Alfie will try and draw another one in and try and perhaps just tickle the jack onto his own wood. Good draw ball, finishing very
That's
well,
very good,
and he's
yeah.
counting.
Yeah.
It does give Paul a slightly bigger target there to come into. And Paul's bowling the tight line there, trying to get in amongst them. Jack or
And he
wood.
is. Oh, he's,
And he's close. Surely he's not going through the gap. He's took one out, he's cut it down.
yeah.
And he's got 2 woods waiting there. If he was to bowl a similar shot and get onto the wood or the jack, could be worth 2 or 3. But I'm sure Alfie is well aware of that. And he'll be drawing in, I should imagine, on the backhand, probably to the nearest white ball.
Yeah, with Paul having the last wood, it'll give him opportunities.
Possibly. I want to question whether Jack can just get a slight bit of movement on that jack, maybe, just to tighten it up a little bit to get closer to his wood. It's when he's inside the wood.
He's
That's
good. That's
a
good.
very good
Oh.
ball. Yeah,
Mind you, that's widened the target
it's
a
made the
little
target
bit.
bigger, but ideally Paul wants to sort of just move the jack. He hasn't got to be going 100 mile an hour. He could do that. He could play white, I suppose, but he's looking at all the options. What happens if the 2 redwoods go? It'd be a hell of a shot to get rid of both of them, though. or whether he can just use the woods and get some movement on that jack just to get it back a foot, 18 inches or so, onto his 2 back bowls.
What are your thoughts then, Darren?
I think he'll be just.
Controlled?
I think he'll be drawing to the second bowl, white bowl on the left. If he's sort of drawing down that line to that bowl,
I
he's
think
got
he'll
every
be
chance of
similar
dragging
to his last wood
Yeah.
himself.
yeah. Probably slightly more weight than that overdraw.
Well, he's took one out.
He's took one out, so yeah, not a bad result. You won't be too disappointed with that. I'm sure Alfie will be quite happy to come away with the jack and 1 shot.
Yeah, without a doubt.
You know, we're rattling through the ends, 5 ends, 2 ends to go, and this set is, well, it's anybody, it could be anybody's. I think with the standard of bowling that's going on, having last bowl is going to be super important for these two because, you know, there's going to be a few trundling shots I can see the way the heads are building up.
Well, they both seem confident with it,
Yeah,
don't they?
they've
So,
both got a very good draw game, and of course with a good draw game, if you're both drawing well,
Yeah.
inevitably you at some point you've got to be playing into the head
yeah.
to move things.
And just go to ring 3. Adam Fuller, Tom Holmes. That's now 5-4 to Tom Holmes after 4 ends. And on ring 4, we've got Anthony Booth Young against Mark Burdett, and that's 4-3 after 5 ends to Anthony Booth Young. And on ring 5, Emily Koenig, Barry Hopkins. It's 4-1 after 4 ends to Barry Hopkins. So, as Darren said, the ends are rattling through, but
What's the gap between the last ball and the jacket, please?
Afternoon, Anne Case, Mark, Donna Holmes, good afternoon.
yeah, good
Robert
afternoon,
Burke.
Donna. Welcome.
Right, so back to this. Currently advantage Paul on this end. Alfie's just playing a good draw shot, finishing just through the head. I think he's just run out. Paul bowling on the backhand. He's through the head. Probably won't be out of the game there. You know, wouldn't surprise me if some point during this end that comes into play. Alfie just a little bit tight with that. I think he was probably aiming just to get onto that jack, wasn't he, to get it back?
Yeah, yeah. That's just a bit rapid.
Yeah, both players playing some decent stuff. I know this might look like a loose end, but they're not that far away.
Hey, we got to remember this. There's always 1 or 2 loose ends in the game, isn't there? Really, you know.
Yeah,
But with these chaps, it's just 1 or 2.
so Alfie's just about to bowl his last wood for this this end. And then Paul will follow him down. Opting to go for the forehand draw. He'll probably bowl it slightly tight to try and get onto that jack, just to drag it back that little bit. He's coming very well. Is it going to hold?
Yes,
he's
he's a
close.
bit
He's
better.
close. He's got
He's
it.
got it. Yeah.
What a wonderful bowl that is. Definitely holding 2. Maybe a measure for 3rd.
Well, I don't think Paul will be very.
I don't think he'll be drawing.
No, I think he'll be up and in.
I think he'll be looking to get a split on that, on those 2 woods.
Yeah, the only problem is he's taking his 2 woods behind out.
Yeah, well, I think if he does get the split, the chances are that his wood could follow the jack through. and he has got best back. At the moment he's 2, possibly 3 down, so he's probably not going to make it any worse.
No.
Opting for the forehand. Probably a couple of yards on weight on that line.
He's not far
He's
off.
very close. What a fabulous
Oh,
ball
that is a
is.
brilliant ball, that is. Made 2 out of that.
2, could be 2 and a look, you know. Yep, 2 shots, well bowled.
Well bowled, superb bowling.
So we've played 6 ends, and it's oh, what's that?
Yeah, you're right.
4
6
shots to
ends.
3.
Yeah,
More to play
yeah,
for.
it was all ones up until that last end. So, nothing being given away from any of them.
Question, just asking whether that's a mark. He's got the jack as far as it will go, the mat as far back as it can be. So 3.5, that's 26 and a half metres. If that's,
Yeah, about right. Yeah, you wouldn't be far off from there, Darren.
Backhand draw. Not a bad start at all.
Yeah, be quite happy with that.
Yeah. So this set they've played shortest marks pretty much every end, haven't they? Yeah, probably less than 27 metres every end,
Yeah.
I recall, if my memory serves me.
Well, as we say, they haven't gone T to T or anywhere near, have
No.
they, really?
I'm sure at some point one of them will change it.
Yeah.
Both finding good weight. Alfie's just missed the land a little bit with that one. Paul holding 1 shot with his first bowl, jack high. Now bowling the second wood on his backhand. Another good bowl here.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
very good.
finishing a great spot there as well, just right in front of the jack. Probably 4 inches in front of the jack. Well, I've just been corrected. I heard Jill say 3 inches.
She probably heard
That
you
extra
say
inch
4.
can make all the difference. There we go.
Oh, he's
Alfie.
turned his back on it.
Yeah, he don't like it. He's probably bowled the sort of green he was looking to bowl, but I don't know. Maybe
No.
not. Maybe not.
Paul should be, what do you think, about a yard behind the jack?
I would think so. Yeah, it's he's only got to. Well, yeah, he only needs 1, doesn't he? So he just wants to win the end. He's got to try and play the covering bowls now, because I've no doubt Alfie will be trundling with his next bowl, or playing certainly some sort of weight to get some movement on the jack. He's put that in a good position there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Alfie is playing
No,
controlled
he's
weight.
no, he ain't got there.
He's not happy.
No,
Yeah, he didn't get that out well, did he?
no.
It's barely reaching the head. I think he was aiming to bowl a couple of yards through there, wasn't he, to try and punch that jack.
Yeah, I think he's very disappointed with
I
that.
think it'd be wise for him to come and have a look at this before he plays his last ball. Well, it's... yeah.
I think now Paul will be looking to put one round there, I
Yeah, I would
think.
think so.
About a yard.
Yeah,
About a yard behind this redwood on the far side.
yeah. I think the way it's all lined, he's got it pretty well covered, you know.
Yes, yeah, I think you're right, Darren.
I think playing a weighted shot, you wouldn't favour the jack going towards Alfie's bowls.
I mean, it's not making it wider, that's the main, and he has. Just a bit, but that could make all the difference.
I'm not sure. I think if he hits it, I still think it's advantage Paul.
I do, I think
Yeah.
you're right, but I say he's, to me, I'd have put that well out the way.
Yeah. I mean, for Alfie, it doesn't matter whether he drops a 1 or a 4 here.
No.
He's got to at least win the end to halve the set.
Yes.
So,
I think it's all on the bowl he's bowling as to whether that'll go through if
Yeah.
he does.
it's on a tight draw line, and maybe he's trying to draw it off. It's a good effort, you
I'll
know.
tell you what, that is a
What
good
a great effort. And has he done
I'll
enough?
tell you what, he might well have. He might well have. Yes, he has.
Has he?
Yeah, 1 red's gone up.
That is a fantastic ball there. That was probably his only realistic option, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's managed to halve the set. So,
See Paul's head drop a little bit, but
yeah,
you haven't lost it, that's the main thing.
both players bowling very well at the moment. Nothing splits them,
I'll tell you what,
all square.
yeah,
And Paul will be starting the second set with the jack. Over on the other rinks, Mark Burdett has won the first set against, is it Anthony Booth Young?
Booth Young, yes.
Emily is currently playing the last end of the first set against, is it Barry Hopkins?
Yeah, Barry,
And
that's
they're all
right.
square at 4 across. Still got 3 woods to bowl each. We'll update you as soon as that set finishes, and as we will all the other matches.
And on ring 3, it's very close as well. You've got Adam Fuller, 5, Tom Holmes, 6, and there's just the last end to play. So it's very, very close.
So back to this game. They've got the Paul's put the jack the mat as far back as he can go.
Yeah.
But they're still bowling a relatively short mark. I'd say around about 27 metres. He's bowled his first wood a yard short.
If we can get our technician to get a little bit closer, you know.
Can't get the staff, can you, Richard?
Oh. Well, we've just missed a good shot, haven't we?
Great reply there from Alfie. I saw it. He's nobbled the
Yeah,
jack and
he's,
got a toucher. And,
Right on the button.
yeah. So Paul coming down on
looks
the forehand this time. Slightly bigger target to draw into on the forehand.
And what a bowl.
Ooh, lovely, fantastic ball. Imagine that's falling in for shot.
I don't know. It's very, very close.
It is very close.
Very close. I fancy Alfie myself.
Another good draw shot. There's some great draw bowling going on in this game.
There is.
Oh dear. Oh. Can we call that?
We'll
Well,
soon know.
Jill's having a look. Both players just drawing into the pack now, isn't it?
That's
And,
hit the line.
What will be, will
and,
be. Yeah.
And this looks
Great effort
just
again. from
wide,
Paul.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Not a lot in it though.
Half a yard too heavy.
Yeah, it just didn't come in at the last.
Alfie's following it up. He's liking it. I think he's liking it. It's just died at the end.
I'll tell you what, Darren, we've had a treat today, haven't we, really? Some of the bowling.
There's been some great bowling and some great games. Not just on what we've been televising, but on the other rinks as well.
I did hear that Brian said this is being held in January
Next year, yeah.
down
next January.
at Bromsgrove.
Second week in January.
Yeah.
I don't know what he said exactly, but I know it's the week before Potters, I believe.
Yeah.
So, I think he said the week before Potters. So, Another extravaganza from our point of view.
So Alfie's got last ball here. I'm not quite sure what shot he's playing because I don't know who's holding, but I'm guessing it's a draw shot into the pack either way.
I think Paul asked Jill earlier and she said, I think so.
Yeah,
So
that's not really much use, is it?
No,
I think
no.
you've got to say one or the other, or you don't know. Basically,
yeah,
I think it's not really perfect weight. It's just missed the green. Let's see then. Is this going to be a measure or no?
one to red.
One to Alfie.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it's unusual. What is it? 8 ends, and there's been 1, 2.
And
Right.
they've
That
barely
right?
changed the mark, have they?
No, they're both quite happy
think-
with it.
I think they might have had 1 or 2 ends where they had the mat right back on the tee, but they've still bowled it short.
Yeah.
I think we're playing 23 to 27 metres maximum at the moment, and this is around the 24 metre mark. So backhand draw shots from Alfie with the first ball.
And he's nailed it.
That's a very good start.
Yeah.
He's 6 inches off the jack, just in front. Paul opting to follow him down on the same hand. And this is a great reply. What a great reply that is. Well, not quite a toucher, but less than an inch off the jack.
Brilliant.
Alfie will probably bowl a slightly tighter line with a reaching draw shot, just to try and perhaps get a split on the woods and get Paul's wood out.
Oh, has he got the weight?
He's
Just
Again.
not quite got there.
just half a yard on weight, wasn't it,
That's
to
right.
do what he wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, Paul will probably play a similar shot. I certainly think, although he's got a great shot bowl there, it's quite vulnerable where it's lying. He could quite easily, with a trundling wood, be taken out. Yeah. That's a draw line. I think if he finishes half a yard or a yard behind the jack, he'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
I think he's done that probably on purpose. Yeah, Alfie's been a little bit positive at that. It's a positive line, that is. Trying to open it up to either get the shot or give him options. And he's close. He's onto his own wood. I'll tell you what,
It's very unlucky if he
it
hasn't
is. If
got
he's
it.
not holding, it's very unlucky.
Well, that's the good thing at this time. That's the it always be until you get to the end of June. That's when the first
I think Paul would probably be wise to come and have a look at that, but he's not going to.
Well, he's keeping it quite tight.
I think he's just aiming to get through the head. That's, wow.
Right.
Say tight, and his hand hasn't even come back to the centre, has it? Alfie's got a predicament here if he's down.
Especially with that backwood.
Sorry?
Especially with the backwood.
Well, Alfie, if he plays into it, he's got no woods behind.
Exactly.
And there's still a wood to come as well, so that doesn't really help things. And there's not really a draw shot on, is there? Very, very difficult to play now.
Maybe the only shot he's got is forehand.
I don't
and
know.
hope to touch his up, but
I don't think I could call the shot there. I don't think I know what's... Unless he comes down with a lot of weight to try and bounce the jack off the back bowl, back up the rink.
he's certainly in a dilemma. He's thinking about it anyway.
It's certainly going to be coming with some sort of weight. It's a question of what sort of weight and on what hand.
The white shot ball. How far beyond the last ball, please? The last one. It's very far behind.
I'm glad I haven't got to play this ball because I wouldn't have a clue what to do here. Perhaps play into the front balls and get onto the shot wood and spring that out, maybe.
Well,
Well, he's into him. It's a pity if his wood had stayed on, it probably
Yeah.
would have counted.
it could be 3 down.
I think, yeah, it's certainly probably 2. I wouldn't say it was a bad ball. He'd had very few options there.
I mean, it's easy being critical afterwards and that, but do you take your medicine?
Yeah. Difficult to call when that's 2 or 3 shots as well, there, isn't it?
Certainly is. He didn't get the favourable result, did he? Probably got the worst result he could get, really.
Well, over in the other games, Mark Burdett against Emily. Emily has taken the first set. And,
Sorry, against who?
sorry, Emily against Anthony Hopkins. Emily's taking the first set. Mark's taking the first set.
Anthony Hopkins is the actor. Barry Hopkins. We're having a good day, ain't we, between us?
Mr. Hopkins.
Yeah.
And Tom Holmes has taken up the first set against Adam Fuller. Is it Adam Fuller?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. I'll put that there. Yeah.
Yeah. So this set we have 2 shots that end. So it's 3-1 after 2 ends to Paul. Still a long way to go in this set. And I wouldn't like to call it at the moment.
No, no. Both of them more than capable of doing the business. And on ring 4, as Darren said, Mark Burdett is 1 set up and he's 5-0 up after 3 ends in the second. So he's going along quite nicely. On ring 3, Tom Holmes is 1 set up and 2-0 up after the first end.
So we're playing a shortish mark again on this end. The mat is right back this time. I would say it's around about 26 metres, 27 metres maybe.
Yeah.
Paulo finishing around 2 foot short with his first ball.
Good start.
Alfie with a lovely first ball there. 2 inches off the jack. Now is Paul going to try and draw that off, or is he going to play a little positive at it? So yeah, he's coming into the. He's aiming to play into the head there to open it up a bit. Alfie will probably just draw in again. If he gets it just behind the jack, that'd probably be ideal for him.
I'm very surprised at that because I thought the way they've been bowling and how tight it's been, you wouldn't want to open the door really for them.
Well, the trouble is, it's a very difficult draw shot, that. I think he'll go again. I think he'll play the similar bowl. He didn't miss it by much. He's got to play a very good draw shot even to get second bowl, so he's a bit more positive with this. He might get a bit of luck. Well, he got the 1 wood away. Still might be a couple down, but I don't think. I think with the next bowl he'll probably draw it. Alfie's just going to try and draw another one in, build the pressure up a bit. Paul has got the options here now. He's either got to draw,
Well,
or be positive. I think he's got the best back, best backwoods.
yeah.
Yeah, he's going for the draw, isn't he? Not far away. Is he going to get there?
Resting. Oh, I tell you, it would have been a beaut, I think.
Currently 2 shots to Alfie. Alfie just trying a nice forehand draw.
Oh, just trundled through.
I think he might have been better playing on the backhand, you know, but who am I to judge? 2 shots, all square,
Yeah,
after 3 ends.
yeah, I don't think that's an unfair score line. I think they've both played exceptionally well, and really neither of them, you know, deserve to be behind.
So in the other games, you've got Emily Koenig, 1 set up, 3-0 up after 2 ends in the second set. Mark Burdett is 5-0 up in the second set and 1 set up after 3 ends. Tom Holmes is 2-1 up after 2 ends and 1 set up. And then obviously we have this game. Do we have any information on which players are likely to be playing which players in the next round? No?
I honestly don't know, Darren. I don't know how the open single circuit works.
Anyway, back to the game. Another similar length mark, 25 metres, maybe 26 metres maximum. And Alfie's finished a couple of feet through with the first ball. I'll tell you what, there's been barely any loose woods this game, has there?
The lines,
Count them on one hand, can't you?
well, the line's been exceptional, really.
Yeah, and the weight, really.
yeah,
I mean, they're
yeah.
all.
I mean, nothing's been sort of a yard and a half wide.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose in a way you sort of expect it because you're getting towards the business end of things, so naturally you've got the better players bowling against one another. Yeah, it's a very good standard of bowling. Alfie might be slightly disappointed with that. He's pretty hard too much on it. Gives Paul the opportunity to draw a shot. And I think Alfie will be trying to draw into those woods to count and also cover.
When you watch games like this, you're always thinking, who's going to be the first to get that one in? Well, it could be, might be 2.
Yeah, he would have liked to have finished that to have finished on the centre line.
Yeah.
Or certainly on the wing bar, on the one of the white balls. But he's not in a bad position there. It's giving Paul food for thought here as to what his options might be. I would say he's probably 2 down as it stands. Definitely 1 and a measure. It's got to be just a draw shot, surely. Got it out well.
I think it's
If he's
Is it
reaching,
there?
it's close. It could be, you know.
well. The thing is, if the worst scenario is 1 down.
I just got a feeling that it might fall back, and if it falls back, I don't think it's going to be in the can. Oh, Alfie got a nice draw shot there on the backhand. Yeah, the last ball has just fallen over. That'll change it a little bit. So nice draw shot. Either rest onto the back ball or get onto that jack and just give it a bit of move it onto his nearest red ball. Coming well.
I'll tell you what, he ain't far off. And he's got
Oh,
a
I'll
nice
tell you
little
what.
tickle.
He's got a
Yeah,
lovely
well
little edge
done.
off that front ball. Finished very well. Now then, what are your options, Paul? What are you going to do here?
Don't think there's a lot he can do, is there?
Well, Alfie's bowls actually are all in a very good. They're all very well
Touches,
positioned there, the way they are. I think actually with Paul, if he played a similar shot on the backhand and perhaps use those front woods to get an edge, there's
Yes.
a good chance of getting the jack onto his 2 back bowls. But I think he has to use those two front bowls just to get the jack to go in the right direction.
Yeah. Whichever shot he plays, it's not going to be easy.
But if he's 2 or 3 down, there's no additional risk, is there?
No.
Yeah, he's on a draw line there, isn't he?
I'll tell you what, he ain't a long way away, like
Well,
you said.
yeah, he's played it perfect, you know.
Well bowled, super bowl.
That is a fabulous bowl.
Excellent bowl.
Does it win the end? Yeah, 1 shot. That was a great
Damn
bowl.
good end again. Yeah, super end again.
So again, the match is right back. I'm guessing he'll just about bowl the jack to cover a mark around the 24-25 metre mark. Actually, it looks like he'll give that a bit more of a push. I think he's going a bit longer this time. T to T. Yeah, he's swapping it up a bit. So we've got, yeah, almost, well, as near as damn it, 32.5 metre mark, full mark.
Thing is now, it's, as we say, the business end of the game. 3 ends to go, 1 shot in it. Half a set each.
Yeah, he's bowled his first one on the backhand and he's found a very
Oh,
good, that's a very good start. Changing the weight like that and to draw to within 6 inches of the jack is very, very good. Just asked for a quick update on Tom Holmes, so I'll give you that now. He is currently 1 set up. They've played 3 ends in the second set and he is 3 shots to 1 up. Alfie drawing on the forehand in response to Paul's first ball.
What a shot by Emily.
Cracking effort, just fell 2.5 feet short. So Emily Koenig is now 6-1 up after 4 ends. In a very commanding position. got very good representation here. I think they've got three players in the last
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
Emily, Tom and Mark. So,
And they're all in commanding positions.
Yeah. so back to this game. Paul is still holding the one shot. He's got best backwood. So I think he'll just be drawing to try and get another one in the count. Pressure's on Alfie a little bit now as to what he should do. I think,
This looks very good.
yeah, a nice
Oh,
reaching.
well bowled. Well bowled.
Yeah,
Well bowled.
I
That
think-
is good bowling.
yeah. Alfie probably got to come on the forehand. A nice reaching draw shot, perhaps on the tight line. Get a little run down the woods onto the jack.
It's gone, I think.
Yeah, I think it was the right line to do it. He's just hasn't got the weight, have he?
That's right. The
Yeah.
thing is, what don't help, he ain't got a backwood, has he?
No,
as such.
and that's what I was saying. I think he's trying to skim to get a run off the that line of woods just to get onto the jack. Paul hasn't really got to worry too much about covering the back. He could try and fly down the backhand onto Alfie's wood to try and get that out, or he could just draw on the forehand and play the same shot. Just drawing to the line of three balls, or just run down the line of three balls maybe. Doesn't really want to be moving the jack too much.
Yes.
So just doing a draw shot on the backhand.
Yes, he's in a very good position.
And to be fair, it wouldn't surprise me if he's played that deliberately there, because that is a fantastic ball there.
It certainly
That is
is.
a really, really good shot.
Certainly put Alfie in a bit of trouble.
It has, but ironically, there is probably the dead draw on there, on the forehand. Doesn't look it, but that little gap there is what Alfie needs to be coming through if he's playing that reach and draw. And then say he can afford to play onto the jack and just drag it through and go with it.
He's also got the wood on the left as we look at it, which can
Yeah.
give him a bit of a shoulder.
Yeah, he's trying that good reach and draw shot. Try and find the little channel, get through the gap, and then get that bit of luck.
And I'll tell you
What a lovely effort. Well, and that's the other reason.
Oh.
I still think he might just have it, even though his woods fell out. No, he's not happy.
No.
He don't like it. I think that's one down. Yeah,
Yeah.
one down. So after 5 ends, that gives Paul a 5-3 lead, 2-shot lead, 2 ends to play.
I mean, you have to say there's not been anything between the two players, has there really?
No. This time they match a couple of spots up. Yeah, I've just done an update on the other rinks, but I'll do it again in a minute. We'll update the other rink shortly. So we've got about a 29 metre length this time.
And a good start.
Great
Oh,
start
great
from
start.
Paul.
He has bowled some stuff today. Mind you, he's had to. He's had to.
Oh
Because,
yeah, yeah.
he's had to because
So quick update. Emily Koenig has just beaten Barry Hopkins, and she goes on now to the last 4. Who else do we have? Tom Holmes is currently 4-1 up in the second set after 4 ends. and 1 set up.
Mark Bedetta's won 2-0 as well.
And Mark Bedetta's also won. So Solihull have 2 players in the top 4, or the last 4, I should say. And Tom Holmes is still on, and currently probably favourites to also go through. So we could potentially have an all Solihull final the way things are going.
Yeah, and getting back to our match, Alfie has just played a little bit heavy, gone through to the back, a 4 foot past.
I think Alfie's reached that point where he's sort of chasing it a little bit now.
Could be.
Perhaps taking more risks, playing more risky shots.
I don't think he likes this either.
I mean, ironically, he has only got to try and draw and get a shot really to take it to the last end.
Exactly, there is that, yeah. Or does he play the blood and thunder shot now?
What, and take the game, you mean?
Take the jack. But if he misses it, the game's over.
And of course, Alfie needs
all or nothing, isn't it?
Alfie needs to pick up 1 shot to stay in the match and take it to the tie break, or if he gets 2 or more, he actually wins the match.
Well, no, he goes in front. It's only 5 ends. And
Sorry,
it's only-
to
it's only
yeah,
the
sorry,
6
to
ended, yeah. So there's still
yes, of course, yeah, still 2 ends to play, yeah.
this and another one, yeah.
Jumping the gun a
But
little bit.
he might think he's just got his last chance.
Well, he has got last ball, so he's got options. Let's see what happens with Paul's wood here.
If Paul's got anything, he should come behind.
So Paul just drawing another backhand draw shot. He's currently holding 3.
And that is a good wood. That is very good.
Yeah.
That is very good. That is very good bowling.
I think
Game management sort of thing, isn't it?
Alfie's got to be drawing this, surely. That's his best option here. If he doesn't get shot out of it and gets second bowl, it keeps him in the game. He certainly doesn't want to be dropping a 3. Yeah, he's playing the draw shot. And it looks half decent as well. It looks very good. If he can get onto the shot bowl and stop, not the gap.
What a great effort.
Probably deserved better that did, but he's got
What a
second
great-
bowl.
What a great effort.
See, that's instead of being 1 shot down and wanting to play, they're 3 down, and a 3 is a big ask. With this level of bowling, 3 is a big ask,
Yeah,
and that's just to take it to the tie break. So
that's what I say. I mean,
you
with
know,
these good players, if you can keep it down to you have to keep it down to 1.
yeah, Paul isn't even necessarily going to be trying to win this end. He's going to be looking at keeping it to no more than 2 shots down.
Exactly. Yeah,
And that's a good position to be in.
it is, but also it can be dangerous because you can be a little bit tentative. Sometimes you think,
Well, he's got to try and make it virtually impossible for Alfie to pick the 3 up, hasn't he?
exactly.
By
Yeah.
cover him where he can. I would suggest the first shot's obviously going to be a draw shot to get on or around the jack.
Yeah.
He's going to be mindful that Alfie's got to be really careful if he's running it there.
And that is a good start.
He has to keep his woods in the game.
Yeah, that is a very good start, really.
Yeah. It's covered the forehand draw as well, so
Yeah.
it's restricting Alfie's options.
That's why I ended up playing around the clock, because I wouldn't usually do that. Because Sean obviously told I just follow him around.
So just for all these players who have played in this round, the last 8, the quarter-finalists, each one of those will come away, well, the 4 losing players will come away with £100 today. So that more than covers the cost of the bowling and the competition entry. And then obviously, as the rounds progress to the semis and the finals, the money goes up quite substantially. So,
I must admit that's considerably more than we were told early on, so that's very good.
right.
You know, in
Well, I
the
think
respect of
That's great bowling there from Alfie. He's currently holding 2 shots, so he's in a very good position here. And now Paul's perhaps got to think a little bit about what his options are. And I think he's just aiming to draw into the pack, reaching draw shot into the pack.
don't look too bad either.
Yeah.
And then they have the singles last, and they've probably got an unfair advantage on that.
Yeah, just trundling through, so yeah, a bit of a Royce
Golden
Moore.
opportunity here for Alfie to get in for another shot. And the fact that Alfie's got last ball as well, if Paul doesn't do something with his last ball, potentially he could have a match-winning shot to play with his last ball.
Just pushed it through.
He has, but it's in a good position
Yeah,
there.
definitely.
Paul's got to think about this very carefully now, because he doesn't want to leave Alfie with the opportunity to actually take the game.
Yeah.
But I would suggest perhaps drawing onto that last ball that's just come up, Alfie's last ball.
I think he's got to get into the head myself, because it
What, and
leaves
move-
Alfie that
Or get some movement on the jack maybe,
possibly.
to
Yeah.
take Alfie's
Yeah.
other woods out of the game.
Yeah. Because if Alfie draws to his other 2 front woods,
Well, he's on a draw line.
this
so
is good. Yeah.
He's on a draw line, so he's playing a
all
draw
right.
shot here.
It looks wide.
I think he was aiming for that Alfie's back ball there, you know. I'll tell you what, Alfie has got the opportunity here. If he draws into that pack and he can get a little bit of movement on that jack, he's probably only got to move it 6 inches for a full house, you know.
Well, but he don't need the full house. Oh, he
He does,
does,
because
yeah.
he wins a match if he
Of
gets
course
a
he
full
does.
house.
Sorry, yes, you're right. Yeah.
If he only picks up 3, it takes it to a tie break.
Oh, right, that's correct.
So he's got an opportunity here.
I mean, if anything, that's what we hope.
It's got to be a fantastic ball, but he's proven that he's capable. He don't like it. He sent it too far out.
He's too heavy.
Oh, and he's only going to pick up the 2 shots. Oh, that's a real shame.
Well, what a game of bowls, ladies, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, both of them really, really brilliant bowls.
That could have gone either way.
Yeah.
It went right down to that last ball there.
I mean,
Bowling.
both of them must be very, very happy with their game.
Well, I think Alfie will be going home with £100 in his pocket. I think that's probably the best he's done in the open singles. He's going to be well pleased with that. Don't forget, this guy that he's played, I think he's won it, hasn't he, before? And he's got to a semi-final, hasn't he? Is that right?
Has he won it?
He won it at Newark in 2022, and he got through to the quarter-final this season.
Right.
So,
The Grantham, yeah.
yeah, so well done, Paul. Well,
Yeah.
great game.
It was a great game. It's probably one of the best games we've seen for
Yeah,
a week or 2.
before we sign off, we'll just update you on the Tom Holmes game. They're still playing. He is currently, they're playing the last end, and he is 5-4 up and 1 set up. So Adam needs to pick up at least a 2 on this last end to take it to a tie break. And Tom has just bowled the first wood around about 10 or 11 inches short of jack eye, or short of the jack. They're playing a medium length. Adam has just responded on his backhand.
Just pulled up short.
Yeah, so currently Tom is holding 1. We'll just give you a little run-in on what's happening.
Look at the technology, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This girl's got it off to a T.
So the other three semi-finalists are Paul Oak, Mark Burdett and Emily Koenig.
Yep, at the moment, that's
And
right.
then the winner of this game. So Tom has just drawn his second bowl. It's about 8 inches off the jack, currently holding 2 shots. Adam's following up on the backhand. There is room to get in.
Tell you what, this ain't a bad wood.
Yeah, it's a good effort. It's just going to run through.
That won't hurt him there.
No. Still advantage Tom at the moment.
It was on something that was streaming 3 yesterday.
So Adam's got a chance here if he gets the chance to push the jack through.
Yeah, well, he has to pick a 2 up. A 1 won't be enough. No good tying the set. He has to win the set. And Tom's just covering it, really. But that's probably all he needs to do, all he can do at the moment. So Adam Fuller he's not far away here. He's coming up on that tight line. He's liking it. It's close. It's close. And he's got it.
Well bowled.
What a great
Well
roll.
bowled.
So currently, that puts him in a position to
Win the set.
win the set and take it to a tie break. Both players have 1 wood left. I'll be guessing that Tom, will he come down at that with weight? I'm not sure if he can get to it. Coming down with, coming down with weights. He's just
Wow.
missed them. So
Tie breaking session.
no need for Adam to bowl his last wood. He's taken the set, so we're actually onto a tie
He
break.
wants to practice now. Fair play to him. So we'll stick with this if our
Yeah.
technician can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to cover the game the best we can. Obviously, the cameras aren't focused on this rink, but we have got the cameras on the edge of the green, so we can pick up some of the game. But we'll try and give you a commentary as to what's happening. So we're now into the first end of the tie break, tossing for control of the mat. So Tom has got the mat for the first end. He'll set the weight, set the length. He's got the mat right back. And I'm guessing he's going to be going T to T. Yeah. Actually, I don't think that jack's going to stop, is it? Looks like he's firing with it. Perfect weight.
Right.
Perfect weight.
Wonder what we was worried about.
So, 4-hand draw. First ball. And that's a good start.
Great start.
Probably a foot or so in front of the jack. Adam's following him down on the forehand.
Just a little bit heavy, I think.
It's not a bad effort, you know.
No, it's good.
Yeah, just run through. Tom opting to stay on the forehand.
And this is another good wood coming in.
Yes, a very good effort here from Tom. Just a reminder that the tie break, it's not shot scored, it's just a case of winning the ends. You've got to win 2 out of the 3 ends. Doesn't matter whether you pick a 1 up or a 4 up on each end.
Well, Adam's gone a little bit finer here.
He's a
and
good
it's
effort
coming
here.
round really well. Oh, goodness gracious me.
Yard of weight on that would have probably got that jack.
Certainly picked a nice line.
So Tom's coming on the other hand this time. Looking to draw it and perhaps tighten it up a little bit. And he's gone through the gap.
Oh.
He's not finishing in a bad spot there. He's probably got best back. Should there be any movement on the jack going into the ditch? Adam bowling on the forehand. Just a nice draw. Any movement on the jack favours Adam. It's a great effort. Oh,
That's very unlucky.
yeah.
Very unlucky.
So at the moment it's advantage Tom.
And I must admit, Adam has got better and better as his matches have gone on.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So I think Tom will probably just come down on the backhand, try and split those 2 blue woods maybe.
I think I think backhand's his only shot really. Seems silly, possibly knocking the blue one up on the forehand. Yeah, backhand it is.
It looks like it's controlled weight there. Perhaps he's trying to get onto the jack to get it back to his back bowl. Oh, okay. Well, he's still holding, so Adam's got to try and work out a way here of getting the shot. I don't think he's got any easy option, any easy choices there. Whatever he does, if he can find a way, perhaps get onto that front green wood and then get that onto his bowl to get Tom's out. Well, that'd be a hell of a shot if he can do that. I'd almost suggest a backhand overdraw, tight draw to try and drag the jack and go with it. But
I think it's pretty much like his second bowl, to be honest. I don't think that was too far away.
I think it's slightly to get it easier to get to on the backhand. He's got that wing bowl to use if he's reaching.
I think he'll go.
He's gone at him. Good effort. Don't think he's done enough.
I'll have coffee.
Coffee and a mochaccino. No, Richard.
So Tom's won the
Coffee,
the
please.
first end
Cheers.
of the tie break, and Tom has got last wood in this second end, which isn't a bad position to be in. Adams moved the mat up a few spots, around about 27, 28 metres, I would say the length is there. Bowling on the backhand with his first bowl.
That's it, error wash.
And yeah,
Well, good start.
that's a great start there from Adam. 3 or 4 inches in front of the jack.
Yeah, he bowls out of error wash.
Everwash.
Error wash, Nottingham. Oh, this is travelling. Oh, it's pulling up.
Yeah. Yard short on weight there from Tom. Looks into the air. Adam will be looking to get another one in, I think, at this stage, and then maybe cover the back.
Yeah, I think he thinks that's a little bit wide and a little bit heavy.
Yeah. Well, he's got the respot covered. and also best back. So
Well, that's right, it's back.
Tom will be looking to draw into that to get shot ball. It's coming well. He's not far away.
No, I don't think he's up.
No, he is. He's very close. He's very close. No, you're right, Richard. 18 inches short in the end. Well,
Yeah,
there
you
you
only
go.
got to do that another once and you'll be there.
So Adam will be happy if this comes round the back. He'll be happy with that.
Well,
Can't cover everything, but he's holding shot wood. He's got two best backs. I think Tom's only option there is a nice draw shot.
I'll tell you what, he's got to put 18 inches on his last one.
Yeah.
Don't think he needs to do anything else, just to draw.
Coming well
Yeah,
again.
this is better.
He's coming very well. Just going to skip through, but that's finishing a good spot. What's Adam going to do with this one? Do you think he'll just try and draw one in and perhaps tighten it up a little bit?
I think he's looking to just turn the jack round the corner a wee bit.
I think it's either a draw shot or draw onto Tom's ball, isn't it? Fall in front of Tom's ball, maybe.
I think it's very hard for Tom to push that to his own bowl.
I think for Tom, his best option probably the draw shot, isn't it?
Well, I think Tom will do the draw shot.
He's well
depending
capable
on
of drawing.
Depending on where this,
Yeah, Adam's trying to cover it.
yeah. I think Tom will try to draw this,
I think so.
push it through just a
Yeah,
wee bit,
well,
and follow it.
he can
yeah.
almost be half a yard heavy and
Yeah.
on a tight line. He's got the woods to use, hasn't he? So let's just see what happens. I think, yeah, he can afford to be half a yard heavy if he's on the tight line.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Yeah, a nice controlled draw shot. And he's very close. He's very close.
Coming in.
Missed it by the smallest of margins. So
I think he'll be.
It's
I
1-1.
think he'll be a little bit upset with his first couple of woods because, not being there.
well, we're down to the last end of the tie break. Tom has got the jack and the match at this end. So Adam has got the last ball. So Tom will be aiming certainly to try and get his first ball on the jack if he can.
He's definitely trying to get the full length out of this. And he's about a metre short of the jack.
Donna, you must be so proud of your lads. Both great bowlers and true gents as well. And I know you've got everything crossed for Tom. I'm sure he'll do his best to get through this. So he sets a long mark, tee to tee.
Not a bad start. Not a
And
bad
that's
start.
probably the perfect first wood, isn't it, really?
I'll
Touch up
tell you
behind
what.
the jack.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely spot on.
Good reply here from
Yeah,
Adam.
it's just not got there, has it?
Another yard on that would have been very
Yeah.
close to getting a result.
His line was very good, yeah.
He won't be happy leaving that a yard short because it might restrict his options at the end.
Oh yeah,
So Tom,
doing a bit of covering, I think.
yeah, that's a useful ball there. I'm sure Adam will make sure he's not short this time. He wants to be either hitting it or at least his wood finishing through the head to give him options. He's liking it. He's liking it. He's got it. Oh,
That's very what an effort. What an effort.
He hasn't got shot. He hasn't got shot wood, but he has opened it up a little bit for him.
Yeah.
So Tom, I think we'll be going for a backhand draw this time, just to get another wood in the head, maybe.
Do you want to be close to it?
It's either that or he's covering, but I think he'll be drawing to make it, get another one in, make it hard for Adam to get both woods out. And that is a super reply. That is a super
absolutely brilliant. Brilliant.
I think
Will they both go?
you've got two chalked woods.
Sorry.
Will they both go?
Well, I don't think they will, but they're both touchers anyway, aren't they? So it's going to be very hard. If Adam can hit the head and perhaps just even open it up,
Yeah, he's got 2 bowls left. He
then
needs.
at least he's got one more wood to come then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's winding up for a big bowl. He's at it. He's got weight on it.
Well.
I would say that's probably going to be game over. I think
Well, I don't know.
Tom will bowl his last ball now. He'll probably put it somewhere,
With a
probably round
cover.
about where Jill the marker is standing, I would have thought. Cover the best
Yeah.
back,
It's got to be between the spot.
or
and
cover the respot.
It's got to be between the spot and the
Yeah.
ditch, hasn't he really?
Yes, he wants to cover the respot and the ditch if he
Yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah, that's it, yeah. And Richard points to the screen.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
only doing it for your benefit.
Yeah. So Pete, if
your
anybody didn't
benefit,
quite catch that,
Kelly.
Richard has just put up marked on the screen exactly where the wood should go. So if you didn't see that, then you must have blinked.
I'll tell you.
Anyway,
So Tom just giving himself a few seconds.
yeah. Probably a yard through the head is probably all he needs to be really to cover the respot and also the.
I'll tell you what, he might put a blocker in.
Well, I would say actually, if depending on that Jack could well be going out of rink, you know. Yeah, he's playing the blocker. He's put one in front to try and block the running ball.
And I don't think he's done it.
I think he's probably cut across the green. I think Adam's going to be coming down on the backhand, is he?
Same hand as
Because actually, Mark,
I think it'll be the same hand as what he come before.
Tom's got the respot covered, hasn't he, as it stands?
Yeah, but
with his
I
bowls.
think he'll try and hit the green bowl on this side, sort of like 3/4, if that's, and then
I
his
think-
bowl will stay this way.
I think he's got to play a controlled weight, drawing tight into the head to try and drag the jack and run with it. He's coming down with weight.
Oh,
Great effort. So Tom goes through to the last 4.
well, brilliant.
So just a reminder, we've got Tom,
Emily,
Emily,
Mark, Vedette,
and Paul
Oak. Yeah.
So,
Well, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
think we're going to film the presentation as well.
right,
Oh,
okay.
right,
So,
yeah,
The,
okay. So,
yeah.
Quarterfinals losers.
So yeah, we're going to have a presentation of the 4
Yeah.
losing quarter finalists. They'll all be presented with their £100 prize money. And one thing we are guaranteed at least one player from Solihull in the final. So Brian Leeds will do the presentation. Brian has organised and run this weekend, and he's done a very, very good job too. So well done, Brian. Been a great event.
You have to speak up.
Speak up. So we have our
Thank you to our quarter-finalists today. I think there were some excellent bowls, and I want to show
Dorothy Cratnell, our club president, will present the prizes. Young Alfie first. He had a great tournament, bowled very well all through. Next we have Adam Fuller, who lost out to Tom Holmes just in the tie break. Young Anthony. Who lost to Emily in the last round. So right. So I'll update you as to who's playing who in the semi-finals as soon as I know, and we'll be back very shortly to cover one of those games. So we're just getting some photos of the last 8.
She's been watching.
Right. So in the semi-finals, we have Paul Oak playing Tom Holmes, and Mark Burdett will be playing Emily Koenig. So should be some cracking bowls coming up. So stay tuned.
2 and 4 on rink 2 and 4.
Yeah, and those games will be played on rinks 2 and 4. So we'll sign off for now, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you.